quarterback for the
Harbaugh. I know
Chargers.
Harbaugh played for the Chargers, but
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what quarterback he was.
Bobby Ross.
I know it was Steve
Bobby
Young,
Ross.
Ricky Waters.
Bobby Ross was the head coach, and Humphreys was the quarterback. I think it was Stan
I'll never
Humphries.
forget that Super Bowl because me and Erica were down in
Long Beach.
we were in Long Beach, but we were at we were at the fucking
Hotel.
yeah, but I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was on PCH and MLK, like right there. You know what I'm saying? VIP Records was right there, and right across the street, dude. There was like straight hookers in the motel. That's where I was on GR,
Yeah.
General Relief down there. It's General Assistance up here.
It was GR. You were on GR because I remember when you were like, yeah, they gave me the hotel back.
I had to sneak Erica into the room because it was like no visitors.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
we
still
stayed
remember
in that room all day long and you know what I'm saying, did what teenagers do and fucking watched the fucking Super Bowl.
I remember when you guys came over to my house and she stayed in my room.
Yeah, we watched the Laker game.
And we went across the street to my job and watched the Laker game. That's when Eddie Jones did that reverse on
Yeah.
David Robinson.
Yeah.
Elevating Eddie Jones with ice in his bones. I remember his commercial, I'm a swing man, therefore I swing. And they were showing him Eddie Jones, when he got on the court, he had the runs because he shit on everybody. Eddie Jones didn't care. That was my Laker, too. Eddie Jones, oh, that team. Nick Van Axel, Eddie Jones, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, those were all stars. On one team, they went to the All-Star game.
That's when it turned into a Lake show.
That was Showtime 2.0. Because if you remember, they had that one play.
That team was so cold, but we couldn't get out of the second round.
No, we couldn't.
Because I mean, dude, that year we had Kobe Bryant was I believe he was second year, but he had the most votes for the All-Star. He was a starter in the All-Star game. Wasn't even starting for the Lakers. He was like six man coming off the bench. It wasn't until Rick Fox went down, then Kobe got in the starting lineup and never left.
Yep.
And Rick Fox was a fucking beast. He just wasn't, you know, he hit a knockdown shot, but he would lock you down defensively and get those rebounds.
That was his thing.
But we had Kobe starting, we had Nick and Eddie
starting,
Shaq starting, and then I believe, I believe if I'm not mistaken, Eldon was coming off the bench on the All-Star.
Yeah, because we had
did we still have Amy? I mean, did we still have Eldon at that point?
Yeah, Eldon Campbell was our backup.
Yeah.
Mama,
that was
Mama. Kiki, rest in peace, Mama.
He just looked like that.
Mama. He was saying, yeah. And we had Samaki Walker.
Yeah, no, we had squad. And then with when Phil Jackson came, and he started, you know, bringing in like familiar pieces. He brought in, you know.
No, he turned the Lakers into the Bulls 2.0.
Yeah,
he said, but he said in Chicago.
That triangle offense with the dominant center.
I would never lose. He said in Chicago.
And if they didn't try to do too much that fourth year.
No, if Shaq didn't.
But no, they still bringing in Gary Payton and Karl Malone. They weren't. They
were over.
It was more like they were there for the ride. You know what I mean? Because they were at the ass end of their career.
I still love if you watch. One thing I love about Shaq is I love his interviews because he's so animated.
I think if we would have had some younger players, we would have been able to get with the Pistons.
When he said when him and Gary Payton played in Miami, he said Gary would be sitting behind Pat and he'd be like, that face. He said, I already knew. He was like, Gary ain't listening to nothing he got to say. Let me tell you something. Like it's crazy. Because when I first moved up here 27 years ago in the Supersonics with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, the Deadlift Shrimp. I mean, that Sonics team.
Look at
they had
Nate McMillan.
Yeah. They had Johnny Newman in. They had some players. It was crazy. Like I just remember watching this. Like the Sonics was like that team. Like the Sonics was at that team. Like they weren't your favorite team, but you watched them because you knew Gary and Sean was gonna have you like, oh my! I remember wearing the Sean Kemp shoes in high school, buying the Sean Kemp.
Rain Man used to shit on.
Oh, Rain Man!
When I say, I mean like just
the most famous one when he dunked on a boy for like.
And it used to kill me because like he'd get into the dunk contest, but he could never fucking complete a dunk because his hands were so small. The ball would but it never happened in the game. He'd do some amazing ass shit, but he could never keep the ball in his hand because for a big ass dude, he had tiny ass hands.
Yeah,
he couldn't palm the ball very well.
He was like 6'10".
Where like Jordan is 6'6" and could like on the ball.
Jordan
like
was famous for that palm to your face shit.
Kobe was the same. Kobe was built just like Jordan. He was built to be Jordan 2.0. He lived his whole life like that. Even though Kobe was his own man, he still, I mean, his game, even at the end, the way he modeled his game with the fucking, you know what I'm saying, with the fadeaway, back him down and can't stop it.
Kobe
you see
Bryant.
LeBron's picking that up now in his game, last few years.
I think, like, you know.
You kind of have to, though. But LeBron's still coming down like a freight train.
Yes.
LeBron is still coming downhill. There is nobody in the NBA better at getting to the rim than LeBron James. Why he jacks up a bunch of ridiculous threes is beyond. Sometimes he shoots them, and I'm like you're shooting that like we're up by 30.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do.
The fuck, I get you're the king, and if it goes in, everyone, but usually when those are like clank,
yeah, fucking hate
or air ball altogether. Like, I don't get it. And yeah, there are times it's gotten better this year, but like there are times when like he's so busy fucking complaining about a call or a no call that everyone else is down the floor, they're laying the ball up, and he's just like,